Counterfeit parts have become a problem in the military and aerospace defense, most particularly in the last few years, that they've been discovered in very important military applications. Counterfeit parts come to us by way of a long supply chain, actually, generally through the Far East, most often China. Counterfeit parts are often used parts that have been recycled, reclaimed from PC boards that have been recycled in the first world. The entire recycling process happens when you or I begin by taking an old cell phone or computer or anything with a PC board within it. We drop it off at a local store where they do recycling, or a company comes to our business and picks up all of our old equipment. It will get placed into a container. That container will be shipped overseas, where an entire cottage industry is developed to take those PC boards, depopulate them by holding them over an open flame or propane flame to melt the solder. The parts are picked off with a pair of pliers or just whacked against a piece of concrete to get the parts off. They're just sorted out into different sizes and types, and then there will be a cleaning process where they will grind off the old solder, wash them off, sometimes in the river. Once they're sorted into different sizes and types, they'll go into smaller bags, go on to another part of the process where they're finally re-tinned and made to look like brand new parts. In 2011, the Senate Armed Services Committee published a report on several incidents of warplanes and other military devices that contained counterfeit electronic components. As a result of that report, the findings were used to create part of the 2012 National Defense Authorization Act, known as the NDAA. And in that act, the prime contractor is held responsible for the cost of repairing any system that contains a counterfeit electronic component. That is not only the cost of repairing and replacing the component, but the cost of removing the product from the war zone, wherever it might be, and any related cost it takes to replace that product with authentic and good, genuine parts. Indeed, it is more than just military. Transportation, communication, medical devices. It can occur in any type of electronic component in any type of industry, and those that have the highest risk of failure, those where human life can be at risk, it's very important to ensure that the supply chain is rock solid in those cases. They may procure the items directly from the manufacturer, which has disadvantages in terms of long lead time sometimes and high cost in terms of buying a large number of pieces. They can go to the authorized distributor, who is the partner in the supply chain with the manufacturer, who can inventory the product and vary the amounts and help people control the costs. And finally, when things become difficult to find, they may turn to the independent distributor, whose role in the supply chain is to find parts from whatever source they can. By solidifying your custody chain, knowing exactly where the parts have come from, you're much better off in understanding that no tampering has happened with those devices, that they are new and they are genuine. Your best way to do that is to go through the authorized channel, that is through the authorized distributor who has a product that they procure only from the original component manufacturer. That'll help you ensure that you are getting real parts from the person who made them without any tampering in between, and you won't have to incur the very high cost of testing. At TTI, we've taken several steps to ensure our customers receive legitimate, authentic, new product each and every time. TTI only purchases from the original component manufacturers, those that make the parts. TTI doesn't do any independent distribution. That's not part of our business model. We're very fortunate in the product set we have lends itself to a lower risk. We buy from the suppliers who make the parts themselves. We only perform authorized distribution. So we help our customers by using those techniques, as well as others, to make sure that what they receive from us is authentic, new, authorized, comes with full warranty, and comes with full support of both TTI and our manufacturers.